Hello everybody, it's great pleasure to be part of this Congress. My name is Nikola Papac and I will present our paper. Title of paper is Ownership Concentration and Characteristics of Corporate Governance System in Insurance Sector in Bosnia and Herzegovina. Author of these papers are Professor Anela Čolak, Professor Nikola Škobić and Professor Nikola Papac. All of us come from Faculty of Economics, University of Mostar, Bosnia and Herzegovina. Plan of my presentation. My presentation has 8 parts or 8 chapters. First is the introduction. The second part is the concept of corporate governance. Third is corporate governance mechanism. In this part, I will describe characteristics of corporate governance mechanism in theories. In fourth part is corporate governance system, theoretical aspects. 5 part is corporate governance in Bosnia and Herzegovina. In this part, I will describe law system of corporate governance in Bosnia and Herzegovina. 6 part is insurance market in Bosnia and Herzegovina. 7 part is analyzing of concentration of ownership in insurance sector in Bosnia and Herzegovina. In this part, we have 3 segments. First is analyzing insurance sector in Federation of Bosnia and Herzegovina, one of entity of Bosnia and Herzegovina. Second part is concentration ownership in the insurance sector in the Republic of Srpska. And third part is comparison of ownership concentration in both entities. So, and finally, 8 parts or 8 chapter is conclusion. So, the subject of this paper is analysis of the legal framework and the concentration of ownership insurance companies operating in Bosnia and Herzegovina, and the determination of conclusion about the characteristics of corporate governance system in insurance companies operating in Bosnia and Herzegovina. Objective of this paper is to analyze the legal framework and concentration of ownership insurance companies in Bosnia and Herzegovina based on theoretical knowledge to determine the characteristics of the corporate governance system of insurance companies operating in Bosnia and Herzegovina. So, concept of corporate governance. What is corporate governance? Corporate governance involves a set of relations between a company's management, its boards, its shareholders, and other stakeholders. The key question for corporate governance try to answer on this question: who controls the corporation? And the final definition of corporate governance is creating OECD in the Principles of Corporate Governance 2015. They said that corporate governance involves a set of relationships between companies, management, its boards, its shareholders, and other stakeholders. Corporate governance also provides the structure through which the objectives of the companies are set and the means of attaining those objectives and monitoring performance and are determined. So, corporate governance mechanism. Corporate governance mechanism can be different and include many mechanisms that are involved in corporation. Something like control by large corporation and creditors, internal control mechanism, external audit or legal framework in which the corporation operates, etc., etc. So all of these mechanisms are divided in 2 basic groups in the terms of place of origin and the way corrective measures influence corporate governance, and these are internal and external. So, internal mechanism of corporate governance are boards of directors. So, concentration of ownership, relation with stakeholders, corporate reporting, and compensation to management. We have 5 internal mechanisms of corporate governance. External mechanism of corporate governance, we have 4 external mechanisms. First is the market of corporate control. Second is legislative and regulatory framework. Next is protection of minority shareholders. And the fourth is competitive condition. Corporate governance system. Observing corporation from the aspect of decisive influence on relation in the corporation two corporate governance systems can be divided: open and closed system. Open system is Anglo-American system, and closed is European system. The differences between open and closed corporate governance system can be found in the answers of this question. First question: what are the most important stakeholders that influence decision made in corporations? Second question: what instruments and mechanisms does a particular stakeholder have at disposal? How it uses them and how it participates in the corporate governance? Third question: how the roles of individual interest holders influence the basis insurance problems of corporate governance. In corporate governance, try to answer on this question, and the answer of this question we see what kind of system of corporate governance is in some countries. In this table we see comparison of open and closed corporate governance system. If we see ownership in open system, ownership is dispersed. In closed system is concentrated. If we see concentration of stakeholders and voting power, in open system is low, in closed system is high. If we see control and ownership, in open system control and ownership are developed, in closed system is connected. If we see capital market, we see that is in open system highly developed with primary law. In closed system we see that is moderately developed with secondary law. So in some of this in this table we try to describe differences between these two systems of corporate governance. Now our research is created on insurance market in Bosnia and Herzegovina. The insurance market in Bosnia and Herzegovina is developed in the context of specific political, economic, social, and regulatory condition of the countries. Entities have their own regulatory agencies for insurance supervision. So in Bosnia and Herzegovina we have two entity agency for insurance supervision, and we have a third, the State Insurance Agency of Bosnia and Herzegovina, and that agency is responsible for the uniform application of the law of insurance between entities, as well as existence of smooth and effective cooperation between entities and agencies. On this table, in this graph, we see trends in number of insurance companies in Bosnia and Herzegovina in period 2013-2022, and we see that in last 10 years we have same number of insurance companies in Bosnia and Herzegovina. In this graph, we see trend of total gross insurance premium in Bosnia and Herzegovina in period 2013-2022. We see that trend of total gross insurance premium have increasing trends. Trend of gross premium in Bosnia and Herzegovina is increasing, and we see that on this graph, and we are created a prognostic model for trend of gross premium in Bosnia and Herzegovina. The prognostic trend model has the form of linear function calculation adjustment by the author according to the data of the insurance agency of Bosnia and Herzegovina. In this table, we see concentration of ownership in insurance sector in Federation of Bosnia and Herzegovina, one of entity in Bosnia and Herzegovina. We must say that in Bosnia and Herzegovina we have two entities. One is Federation of Bosnia and Herzegovina, and second is the Republic of Srpska. This is a statistical information or statistical facts for insurance sector in Federation of Bosnia and Herzegovina. In Federation of Bosnia and Herzegovina, we see that we have 10 insurance companies, and in all of these companies, first owner have a control packet or control block of shares. So approximately first owner are control corporation. In Republic of concentration of ownership in insurance sector in the Republic of Srpska, in this table we see that in the Republic of Srpska we have 14 insurance companies, and in all of these companies we see approximately that is first owner control corporation. First owner approximately have control block of shares in this corporation, and they control corporation and control everything relating for corporation. Comparison of ownership concentration in both entities, we see that is that in average in Federation of Bosnia and Herzegovina, average in Republika of Srpska, and average for all Bosnia and Herzegovina, we see that in Bosnia and Herzegovina we have totally 24 insurance company, and the first owner control insurance sector, insurance corporation in Bosnia and Herzegovina in both of entities. So we can conclude that in Bosnia and Herzegovina we have a closed system of corporate governance. So we can finally conclusion. The insurance sector of Bosnia and Herzegovina is regulated at the entity level, and therefore there are two systems of corporate governance. These two systems are not the same in terms of their characteristics. They are quite similar and both have the characteristics of closed corporate governance system. From 2013 to 2024, the gross premium on the insurance market in Bosnia and Herzegovina has a growing trend. Observing the average concentration of ownership in insurance companies on territory of Bosnia Republic of Srpska, as well as in Insurance Companies Federation of Bosnia and Herzegovina, high concentration of ownership is not stable because on average the first owner has controlling block of shareholders. So if we observe the level of Bosnia and Herzegovina, first owner has an average of 77.09% of share and owns a controlling block of shares and fully controls the management and operation corporation. So characteristics of the corporate governance system of all transition countries are very similar and are close to the theoretical form of a closed system. That is the same situation in Bosnia, in insurance sector in Bosnia and Herzegovina. The objective of this paper was to analyze the legal framework and the concentration of ownership in insurance companies Bosnia and Herzegovina based on theoretical knowledge to determine the characteristics of corporate governance system of insurance companies Bosnia and Herzegovina. Therefore, we can conclude that insurance companies, both entities, in Bosnia and Herzegovina have a very high concentration of ownership, which implies that they have the characteristics of closed corporate governance system. To a large extent, this is also similar to the European continental practice of corporate governance, and one of the main reasons is primarily the fact that Bosnia and Herzegovina in the process of transition is creating its own regulation, adopt experiences from the European continental countries, especially from Austria or Germany, France, etc. We can conclude that Bosnia and Herzegovina in the practice and the characteristics of the corporate governance system are not different in anything from European countries, except the fact that in Bosnia and Herzegovina are two separate but still largely harmonized legal frameworks. Connecting, we have two different legal framework connecting to the two entities, Federation of Bosnia and Herzegovina and Second Republic of Srpska. So that is the final of my presentation. This is a references. Finally, I must say again, thank you for opportunity to be part of this Congress. It's a great pleasure to be part of 22 IBANESS Congress series on economics, business and management, Ohrid, Republic of North Macedonia. I wish you good luck. I wish you great work and good luck in your work from my colleague Anela Čolak, Nikola Škobić and me, Nikola Papac, and I hope so that I will soon have opportunity to see you in Ohrid or maybe in Mostar. Thank you very much and see you again.